I think it's safe to rest here now.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganath Haros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes! What?
What?
Very nice. Yes!
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Why?
Whoa!
Watch it! Hey!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Now or never.
Veto the
Freezing storm!
Searing gale! Take it! Strike! Rising Viper! It's first strike!
These ones can run rings around us!
Tectonic cut!
We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Here goes! Lost! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Not a chance!
Already on it!
By the power of water!
I'm not done!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Right, here goes! Be still!
Safely started!
Reload!
Flames! Reload!
Rising Falcon!
Mega Ray!
Do it!
Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Stand to
No!
the wind! Airborne beast! My special!
Do it! No escape!
Air thrust!
The heavens must be smiling.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Let's dispose of the
Lightning
trash.
thrust! I'm not done! I'm on it! Rising
Terminate
Wyvern!
render!
It's over! Come on! We did it! Here I come! Clap the shock!
Take it! One more!
You're mine!
This is it!
I'm not done!
Dragon do
Come
it!
on!
We can really make weapons with this?
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans
Let's dispose of the trash.
Flaming throw! First strike! You're mine! No escape!
Gale Force!
River Dragon! No escape!
Silent Instant!
Take this! Dragon Shell!
Right!
Here I come!
Blah, blah, blah.
Strike!
That's it. In
It's
here!
over!
Move,
Take this! Perfect knuckle!
Prepare to be sealed, though, fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Take this! It's over!
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is? No backing down!
Be still!
Surrender!
Strike!
Dragon Shell!
Stardust!
Arrow Flame!
Take this! You're mine!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about
Force
me?
Blast!
Lightning
Dragon Shell! Strike! Plasma
Now,
Shell!
tornado!
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part! It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Strike!
Surfing knuckle!
Here!
Rising Falcon!
Reload! Let's get you all tucked away.
Crush!
Lunar Corruption!
It can hide itself?
Lightning Orb!
Amazing!
One at a time!
Take this! Plasma Shock!
Divine Street!
Not two!
None
Freaking
judgment! Talon Sword!
Destruction! Crush! Here I come! Plasma Shock! Take this! You're mine! Here I come! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Plasma Shock! You're mine!
By now!
Rising Falcon!
Astral Energy!
Say no more. This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Freezing
Mirage! Dragon Shell! Take this!
Ice Tornado!
Strike!
Do
You're
it!
finished!
Freeze!
Seal it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
With your flames and my technique?
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Pow!
Vanquish darkness!
In a bind?
This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Careful!
I can carve
That's the
through
head
armor!
camouflage!
You're mine!
Blast
now! Strike! Force blast!
I'm impressed.
Strike!
Rip and tear! What's this?
You're mine! You're finished!
None will escape my
You're
judgment!
finished! Savage roar!
Divine Street!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
You're mine! And
Done!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You're mine!
Neutral side!
You're on! Let's
Take it! Into the
Leave the
shadows!
chargers to me!
Now I'm in the groove.
Can't get out of this!
I'll heal you all!
Now you see what I can do.
Not in your dreams! Where are you going?
Burn! Here I come!
Lightning on!
Be still! Lunarondo!
That's my cue!
What?
Shut him down! You're mine! It's over! Be still!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well then, let's keep moving.
We should be able to cook here.
There's something in the water. I always... always loved the sound of hammers banging away. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Dahnan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Dahnans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Dahnans and the deaths of Renans.
Dahnans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
All done. Come and eat.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. Night! I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Reel it in. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Now, where might those fish be?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
I've got something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Coming through! Lightning orb!
You're mine! I'm not
Not
done!
my watch!
It was nice while it lasted.
Void Flash!
Talon Storm!
Prepare to be seen!
I never miss!
Armor won't save you!
Lunar corruption!
No further!
Magic is there! By the power of water!
Ignite!
All finished here and do it!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! We won that by a mile!
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Be still! Mirage!
Talon
Rising Falcon!
Lunar corruption! By the power of water!
Here I come!
All finished you here and now!
Azure Storm!
Eagle Fly!
Crush! Swallow Blade!
You're mine! Anything in armor is all mine!
Mirage!
I'm just getting
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Gemini Aqua!
It's time!
Lightning orb!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
No choice! Blast Shock!
Dragon Shell! How's this?
Mirage! You're mine! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
It's on!
Dazzle! Mirage! You're mine! You're finished!
I'm on it! We are freaking invincible!
Falcon and the others truly are strong!
What about me?
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly... Get lost!
Be still! Rising Phoenix! Blast the shock!
Damn it! We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Take this! Strike!
Lightning condemned! Lunar corruption! Thunderblaze!
We're in good form.
Get lost!
Be still! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Blast the shock!
Lunar corruption!
Mirage!
Gemini Aqua!
What's this?
Reload!
Dazzle! Mirage! No further!
Lunar corruption! Gemini Aqua!
Armor won't save you!
Not on my watch! Where are you going?
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Lunar corruption!
Cricket!
Feel! I'm almost up!
Rising
Now!
Target!
Ridwell!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Over so soon? Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! I'm on it! Destruction!
We are freaking invincible!
Falcon and the others truly are. It's a duel of the arts!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, It's on!
Be still!
Ready and
Lunar corruption!
We got the advantage!
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because log on!
Freeze Lancer!
Didn't even break a sweat.
hoo hoo hoo. Hoo 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 hoo.
Chargers to me!
Come one, come all! I'm on! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to
So
hold
those
back.
are Dan and Astral Arts.
Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
This is it! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Mirage! Lightning thrust! Mirage!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hoo hoo. Hoo 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 hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
freaking invincible!
Falcon and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Our magic is
I'll tear you apart! Armor won't save you!
This one's mine.
What's this?
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Vanquish Guardian!
Flash myself!
Hurricane!
Take the... I'm not done! Dazzle!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that.
You're mine!
Here,
I'm on it!
get on in there with the
Lunaronga!
others.
You're on!
Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Reel it in. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
we go? I reeled us in a big one.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
Reel it in. That's not a fish I see often.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
I've got something. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
I won't forgive you!
Dazzle! Mirage! Void Blast! Lunar Rosa!
Freezing in the wind! Sleep now.
You're mine! I'm on! Crush!
Now or never.
Mirage!
I'm on!
Freezing storm!
Storm!
It's on!
In a bind?
Wind astral energy!
Back you!
Not in your dreams!
Blast the stuff!
I'm on it!
I never miss!
Burn!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Void Flash! Lunar Rondo! You're mine!
These fists have got your name on them!
I picked you up!
Take it! I'm not done! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more. That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
It's on!
Be still!
Dark wind!
You're up!
In the wind! Sleep now!
Destruction! Spoiler plate!
I'm on it!
Firmament render!
Be still! You're
I'm
on!
on it!
You're mine! You're on! Take
Go
this!
away!
Freeze Lancer!
Void Flash! Take this!
I'm on it!
You're on!
Lightning Orb!
Let's
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
be a delicious piece of
Beast
cake!
It's time! Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Spear!
Now!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Law's on it.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
I won't forgive you!
Be still! Swallow Blade! Destruction!
Rip and tear!
Rising Wyvern!
Seal! Cyan instant!
I'm on a roll now.
Where are you going?
Off my focus.
Not today!
Lightning
I can carve through armor.
Don't mind if I do. Searing
Take
blade!
this.
Reload!
Denied.
You're mine! Tiger Storm!
Lightning condemned!
Watch it.
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Here's the evil! Firmament Ranger! Freeze Lancer!
Do it in the groove.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Wow, look what I just found.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
I'm not done! You're
No
mine!
escape my judgment!
It's over!
Law, get toasty!
Bird strike.
Right, next one.
Not a chance!
Already on it. I'm free.
Now!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
We're in good form!
This will be a delicious piece of
Lightning
cake!
I'm like bait to them.
Where are you going?
Eat this.
Photon
Eat dirt.
Flash! Dance in the
smash
wind!
you.
Arc
Here I
Field!
come.
Not on my watch! Reload!
Can't get out of this.
Barely a blip on our radar.
No choice! Lightning thrust!
With darkness!
Dragon tail. Far enough.
Searing flame! Reload!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Didn't even break a sweat.
No backing
This
down.
one's all mine!
Dance in the wind!
Luna Rongo!
In here!
Damn it! I'm not done!
Talon hurricane.
Plasma shock!
Rip and tear.
Luna Corruptus!
Here I come!
It's
You're
now!
finished!
Law, get toasty!
Bird strike.
Right, next one.
Firmament Ranger!
Already
Be
on it.
still!
We're on a roll now. Go for it. My turn.
Escape my
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate. The heavens must be smiling.
Pow.
Come one, come on! Void blast!
Feel.
I'm not done! It's over! Mirage!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Be still!
Glacial ready to go. Fantastic. Great. Line free. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
It's on!
Dazzle! Take this!
Talon
Mirage!
Hurricane!
You go company. The tide of battle has turned.
Take this!
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Strike!
Comrades in arms.
A comfortable win.
What a rush.
Little help.
Lightning thrust!
shall escape
Rising Phoenix! First strike!
Light
Hair! I'm not done! Plasma shot!
Tear you apart. Light astral energy.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
I hate camping out.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Mirage! First strike!
We are freaking invincible.
Ethan and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
I think Hoodle senses something.
No choice! Dazzle! Mirage! Plasma shot!
Around the home stretch now.
Don't
You
take your
are in
eyes off
good
the
company.
front.
I'm
Soon as
quite
I'm done
aware
here,
without you
come
reminding
back.
me.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Slide! Here I come!
Cyan instant! Astral energy! Lightning condensed! Thunderblade! Sweet dreams! Here's evil!
Strike!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry, I'll help you keep a white out.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
No backing
Oh,
down!
this!
Excited. Go!
You're mine! Plasma shot!
Talon Hurricane! Do it!
Mirage! Now! Rising Wyvern! Strike!
The
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Rising Phoenix!
Dragon shout!
Damn it!
I'm on it!
Hurricane! Reload!
Wait, and how?
Let me take the woods.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
You're on!
Freeze Lancer!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Gotta break through! Dazzle!
Firmament
Rising
Trigger!
Phoenix! Rising Wyvern!
Lunar Pollution!
You're
Lunar
on!
Blast! Terran Hurricane!
Blast the shock!
Do it!
We did it! Now!
Dark Wind!
Slay!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. You guys want to rest here?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
That was nothing.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that Lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Dahnan bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There.
Little help!
Be still! You're on! Force the shock! Come one, come all! Struck! It's over! Force the shock!
You made quick work of us.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
Right, here goes! You're on! Eat this! Take this! That's enough! Rising Laser! You're on!
We're trying to keep up with the wall! By the power of water!
I'm on it! Take this!
Now I'm in the groove! Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Lunar corruption!
Eat
Lunar
this!
blast!
Plasma shock! Do it! Rising Falcon!
Wow! Look what I just found.
What's this thing?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Hey, when did I
No
get so
further.
popular? I can carve through. We are freaking invincible.
Nathan and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Ignite! My turn! We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman
Now
do
it
it.
fly! All yours! You're on!
Glad you had your use.
Finish! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
First try!
Something you wanted to say?
We can really make weapons with this?
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
This looks nice and tough.
Gotta break through!
Take
Be still!
Freezing
You're on!
Here's
You're mine!
Hands in the wind! I
Running
it
through!
here!
Strike! Not a chance!
This'll come in handy.
We're in good form!
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. by all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahnan ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Hi, Hoodle!
Rise and Phoenix! Here I come!
You got company! We're in the home stretch, guys!
What'd she say? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Do it! Me? How come I get singled
Kizura! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
My fists are crushing it out there! No backing down!
Liquid Dark! Cyan Instant!
Damn it! This one's all mine!
None shall escape my judgment!
Blue escape!
Streak!
Mirage! You're mine! Oh, not this! Be still!
It's almost too strong.
Spread it open! Be my guest!
Freezing
Take
storm!
it!
I'll be saving
I'm
you!
just getting
It's
started!
over!
Ice
Down!
tornado! Lightning orb! Well, looky here!
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
No choice!
Denied! In a bind?
Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams! I never miss!
Not
The
yet!
tide of battle has turned! That's the power of comrades! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Blue escape!
It got me in this stuff. You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Looks like we got them all.
No backing down!
Freezing storm!
Hurricane!
You're finished!
Pieces!
Okay, here I go!
Light this on for size!
Prepare to
Glacial Steel!
Here's evil!
Eat this!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Now!
Plasma shock!
Swallow dance!
Well, looky here! This will be a delicious
Be
piece of
still! Mirage! Plasma shock!
Cyan Instant!
Eat this!
Here
We
goes!
turn the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Here I come! It's on!
Dust to dust!
Plasma shock!
Divine Strength!
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You're on! Take this!
Here goes!
Rising Wiper!
Vanquish darkness!
You're on! Slice!
One more! Rip in her hair!
Not a chance!
Take Valero!
Now! Here I come! I'm not done!
None shall escape my
You're finished!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This will be a delicious piece of
Lightning
cake!
Thrust! Rising Phoenix! Take this! Lightning Thrust! I'm not done! Rising Falcon!
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike! Those bombs of yours are amazing!
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
Right, here goes! Lightning Thrust! You're on! You're finished! Rising Wiper!
None shall escape my
Here I come! You're on! Take this! Damn it!
All back in your defense!
Be still!
Glad you had your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Don't trip it up.
You made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm practically unstoppable!
Guess I misread the landing. Guess I misread the landing. There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Bayfon lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing. Let's tear him up.
Not
Go for the
today!
weak point!
Up and at 'em, let's go!
Azure Storm!
Magic is there!
It's weakened!
Did you just hear me?
We need you, remember?
Right. It's over!
Do it! Get on in there with the astral energy! Full throttle!
All finished with
Here
kick! Strike! Here I come!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Rising
I'm almost impressed.
My praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Here comes something big.
Try to
Why'd you
die!
heal me?
To stop you dying?
Rising Falcon!
You're mine! This one's mine! That's not in your dreams!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns. I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died. I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niez.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that Lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Niez for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dahna. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Dahnans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Dahnans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, Was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave. Nothing gets by me!
Lightning condemned!
Mirage!
Lunar corruption!
No escape!
Lunar blast! We're in the home stretch, guys! Who wants
What's
to
your
run
gun?
it?
Eyes on the prize.
Rising
That
Falcon!
focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out? My fists are crushing it out there!
No choice! Lightning thrust!
I'm
Mirage!
surrounded!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning orb!
You're mine! Ha!
Lunar
You're
corruption!
finished!
We got the advantage!
Good.
Don't worry, cause Raw's on it!
Easy peasy. Ha, Hoodle.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
No choice! Blast the dog!
Freezing storm! I'm on it! Waterfall!
Mirage! Blast
The tide of battle has turned! That's the power of comrades in arms!
Right. Comrades in arms.
What? Prepare for these results.
Less talking, more doing.
Take this! No
Didn't even break a sweat.
Little help!
Lightning thrust! Mirage!
Whirlwind snap!
Void flash! You're mine! I'm not done!
Do it! Divine streak! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Glacier Martyr! Pierce evil!
Strike!
I'll tear you apart! Now I'm in the
Take
groove!
this! Blast the dog!
Talon Hurricane!
Do it!
Take this!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there. We got the advantage.
Good.
Now!
Captain,
This ends now!
consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Further!
Lightning struck! Mirage!
There!
Lift up!
Take Bolero!
More for the stockpile!
Force Flash!
Now!
Mirage!
Cyclone!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Will be a delicious piece of cake.
Strike!
Dragon Shell!
Last lift up!
Here.
Take
Get on
this!
in there with the laser.
Now!
Now!
Lightning struck!
It's over. Astral energy. Full throttle. You got company.
Now! Take this!
No armor can stop me!
Now!
Remind me to stay on your
Where are
good
you
side.
going?
You're mine!
Not on my watch.
Burn in hell!
Now you see what I can do!
Wind astral energy.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Now where might those fish be? There we go. That's not a fish I see often.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
There we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
All right. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Nice work!
I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
I've got something. That's not a fish I see often.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
I've got something. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
I can't believe you caught that with a rod. Amazing.
I hate camping out.
safe to rest here now.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right! I can't wait!
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
We've reached our destination.
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadeye would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
Yes. It's Lord Almeidrea Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
Don't do it! No!
Just...
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell, I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Ela?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now behold!
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay. I'll be
Rising
in
Festival! Far enough!
Magic is
In a bind, now I'm in the... Hit 'em where it hurts most!
Big Blast! Slash! Well, not good! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Nah!
Sky is mine!
Armor won't save you!
You're finished!
Confiscated! Where are you going?
Tassel! This one, oh no!
I'll finish you here and now!
Here I come! No escape!
There you are!
Searing flame! Reload!
Surfing knuckle!
You picked the wrong
Lunar
fight!
Corruption! Lunar Blast! Russian!
It's over!
Legendary! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here I go! Got you!
Strike! You're finished! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused!
Try harder! Here I come!
Surfing knuckle! Break it!
Hurrah!
Armor is all
Rising
mine.
Wyvern!
Whirlwind
Void
Blast!
Blast!
Talon Storm!
Searing Gale!
Take this!
You're
Hurricane!
finished!
Here I go!
Eagle Dive!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Water!
Be still!
Swallow dance! I'm just getting
Here!
started!
Lunar Corruption!
Freaking done it!
Blah blah blah! Magic!
Take this!
In here! Graviton
Tassel!
field!
You're on! Rising Wyvern! I'm not
Eagle
done!
Dive!
Void
I'll
Blast!
tear you apart!
You're finished!
Watch
You're
this!
on!
Glimmer Where that came from? Lightning! Lightning! Magic is
Here I come!
Where are you going? Not on my watch!
I'll smash you! Watch this!
Ignite!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Dahnans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shionne. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there, please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live, without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifan, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almeidrea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Ah.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess...
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well... I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, And I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Xion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea. But was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
we must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Xion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzalik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
One of your friends, Hoodle?
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Dahnan owls truly are majestic indeed.
I thought the Danon owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
What are they hooting about now?
Alfred and Xion can interpret for us, right?
Huh? Oh, no, I mean, it was just a lucky guess last time.
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice. Go on, give it a shot.
Really? Well, if you say so. Let's see. Listen to them. Are they really up to the task?
What do you mean? You're the one who put them in charge.
It's my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything upon yourself.
This is what the owls are saying?
Of course.
I must say, though, we've found quite a number of owls. It's a testament to how much you care for Hootle, Rinwell.
I wonder which branch Hootle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled. We've got to find the rest of the owls.
We've reached our destination.
I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all.
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across
What, you mean that pile of
no mere garbage,
Are you curious?
Oh, they look like...
And yet here I...
Not really.
Are you interested?
Charmed. I simply... You see...
I still don't know.
Why not?
I get that, but
Oh, but it does...
Oh,
But of course.
that damn Ganabelt! I hate him!
I'm not seeing very many enemies around. What's going on?
they probably know we're not going to run away and are waiting for us to show up.
Well, if it's a fight they want, I'll be more than happy to give them one.
They're probably inside the Revel prison tower in the plaza. That's where the Lord here lives.
The same building with the spirit vessel that's gathering all of the light, huh?
We need to be careful of how we go from here. The fact Ganabelt knew about my healing arts and had that poison ready tells me he's extremely dangerous.
He's not dangerous. He's just a rat bastard who's getting what's coming to him.
I'm telling you, don't underestimate him. We don't know what else he's got in store for us. One misstep on our part is all it's going to take to give him what he wants.
You're right. Dad, what were you trying to tell me there at the end? I guess it'll have to stay unspoken and unheard. Like all the other things we never got round to telling each other.
Why am I here?
Would it kill you to be a little more friendly?
I don't see how that's necessary.
Look, for the time being at least, we're working together. You don't have to make this harder than it already is.
In case you've forgotten, the two of us may be working together, but the only reason we're even teamed up right now is because our interests happen to overlap. Otherwise, why in the world would I be working with a Dahnan slave like...
I am not a slave! I'm not a slave anymore. Not since I chose to fight. I've left that life behind, and I'm better for it. Understand? I'm sorry for yelling. But please, don't call me that ever again. Okay?
Okay. Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you possibly gain from helping a Renan like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renans. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah, it's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
I see.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for?
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself...
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather...
What? You mean that...
no mere garbage.
Are you...
Oh. They look...
And yet here I...
Not really.
Are you...
Charm. I simply...
I still don't understand.
Why not?
I get that.
Oh, but it does...
Oh...
But of course.
Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Danon owls' feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not, I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh. Well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it. From both of them.
Hootle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Good night. I want to go back to bed.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.